Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome to another Good Morning Grief. No, yeah, Good Morning Grief devotion on today. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. Excited to have this wonderful opportunity to come to you today to lead you in a very special way in our Good Morning Grief devotion. Hey, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is what you reveal on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is a good thing. Thank you all for joining us on this morning as we dare to prepare to engage in yet another good morning grief devotion. Today is day 110, and our topic for today is music helps me feel my feelings. Music helps me feel my feelings. Now, I love this topic today because when you talk about a person that loves music, when you talk about a person that understands the notion of this lesson, how music helps me to feel my feelings, I love it, and I'm excited about the opportunity to explore it on today. Let's get to it. Embracing my pain is necessary, but oh so hard. Embracing my pain is necessary. It is necessary practice that I do that, that we do that as we navigate through this thing called grief. It is necessary, but it is oh so hard, right? It's necessary. It's not always the easiest thing to do. It is one of the toughest things you'll ever do, embracing the pain of navigating through grief, right? Embracing the pain is necessary, but also hard. I often want to avoid my pain or turn away from it. We talk about that all the time. We suppress instead of express. We ignore instead of explore. We conceal instead of reveal. We lock it up instead of letting it out, right? That's why I go through that spiel every single morning, right? Because that is oftentimes what we want to do. We want to avoid it, right? We want to evade it. We want to escape it. We want to turn away from it. We don't want to deal with it at all. But this is one thing I know about it. Music helps by easing me into experiencing my pain. Music helps me into experiencing, by easing me into experience my pain. The right music summons my memories and my feelings of love and loss. It encourages me to allow my pain to wash over me. Music is so very important, right? It's the soundtrack of our life. This is um even like David, when the Bible says that Saul had this spirit tormenting him, he called for David to play the harp and the spirit would go away, right? It was the music when David was playing the harp, it was the melodic music, the tones, the that he was playing that helped Saul to navigate through that season of being tormented. Y'all, it's the same thing. Music as you go through this season of grief. I love the way he articulates it. Music helps me by easing me into experiencing my pain. That's why even at funerals and all these places we have music. We have music to help us to ease into experiencing our pain. We have music to help articulate and express what we're feeling. We have music as an expression, as a grief expression, as a expression of mourning of what we're dealing with, right? The right music summons my memories and my feelings of love and love. Now, it's got to be the right music now. The right music is going to get them feelings together. The right music is going to summon them feelings. The right music is going to put you in that place and in that space where you need to be. The right music is going to get you where you need to be, right? It is so important, y'all. It is so important. It encouraged me to allow my pain to wash over me. And it also supports me during these painful encounters, right? It's almost as if the sounds, the rhythms, and the words, if there are lyrics, provide a spiritual scaffold to hold me up. They say a lot of times, even when people aren't talking, You can know what they're feeling by what they're listening to. It's like, what are you listening to? A lot of times when people are not talking, people are not see what they listening to. You can see what they're feeling. And I don't know what your go-to songs are, but there were some go-to songs. There were some go-to songs. I remember my sister died back in '99. It was Greg O'Quinn. He had the song "I Told the Storm." Right, for some I listened to that song during that time when she was in the hospital and transitioning and all that stuff. And even when I hear that song today, it takes me back to 1999 because that song was just it was instrumental, right? It was instrumental. Um, my father never would have made it without you. My father died. I told you that night we went to his house and found him, and coroner came and got him and took him and all of that. And by the time I got home and sat down and fell asleep on the floor in the living room, I woke up in the middle of the night, and the TV was on, and never would have made it was on. So of course I instantly started crying. Um, but thoughts of him, I go to that song. There are other times in my life where I've gone through certain things, and music, man, it washes over me. It soothes me. It helps me. It helps me to navigate even right now. It helps me to navigate through situations and circumstances and feelings and problems and troubles and grief and mourning. And man, there's certain songs, there's just music in general that is just so instrumental in my life, right? That it helps. I want to let you know that it helps. I'm going to read it again. It helps me by easing into experiencing my pain. The right music summons my memories and my feelings of love and loss. It encourages me to allow my pain to wash over me. And it also supports me during these painful encounters. It's almost as if the sounds, the rhythms, and the words, if there are lyrics, provide a spiritual scaffold to hold me up. I think I'll listen to some music today. Here's the final thought: music speaks directly to my spirit. What do y'all listen to? What do y'all listen to? What is your go to song? What do you listen to in your time of grief? What do you listen to in times of mourning? In times of sadness, what do you listen to that helps you to navigate through these seasons, right? It'd be interesting to know if we was to put together a collective playlist, what would be on that playlist? If I took a song from everybody and put it on a playlist, a song of mourning, a song of grief, songs that brought me through, right? I'm pretty sure it would be a wide variety of things. But y'all never underestimate the power of music as you grieve and as you mourn. Never underestimate the power of music. Understand that music helps me feel my feelings. Music helps me feel my feelings. Allow music, y'all. Allow it to help you to feel your feelings as you continue to grieve and mourn meaningfully. It's Pastor Corey Allen. I can say I love you with the love of the Lord. Hope you have a phenomenal Friday and a wonderful weekend. And remember, music is going to help you feel your feelings. Let's go.